We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Wait, set, slide, 20. Check right, check right. Check 13. Check 13. Ball bandit.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Wait, set, wait, 51. Check, 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 check.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First down, Broncos.
Wait, set, slide, 80. 57. 72. And what's the ball? 57 the mark. 57.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
To try again after the sack. Brady, this one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. This is one thing you can't do with Tom Brady. Let him get in a rhythm, let him get rolling early.
Every time you talk about Tom Brady or any other great quarterback, you always talk to the defensive guys and they say, you got to get him off his spot. What they mean by that is when you go back 3-step, 5-step, 7-step drop, and they just hit the same spot and then they're set up to throw the ball, get them to move a little bit, get them to hold the ball. And the pressure that affects just about any quarterback, right up the middle. Remember the Super Bowl? Atlanta's best success came up the middle pressure, what we call gut pressure.
Fournette, a first down carry. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Cover! Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Here's Brady to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Watch the run! Alert! Hey, Delta! Check 53. Hey, second.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
I'm going back to you.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's go, D. 57. 50. 57's the mic. Regular.
On 2nd and 2, Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Spinning away. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Box it. 6 guys. Check. Easy. All right.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Check 52.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Let's get off the field, D. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Come on, D. Go. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here, game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here's big. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Just despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Rodgers going to throw again. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a very tough 3rd and 15 forthcoming. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, 626.
Rodgers to throw once more. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 23. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
So after the INT, it's Brady. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Check it out.
Fournette running right. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2nd and 9. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Hey, Shadow. 53. Hey, exit. Mike. Watch twist. Check. 53's Mike. Shadow.
From the gun, it's Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
This is Fournette. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
Wait, 53, Mike. All day, play. Check. Rip. Lucky. Check it, reload.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Hey, go 66. 56, Mike, 56. Watch the squad. Mike's 56. Hey, go 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 88. Hey, Alpha. 53's the Mike. 53, check 53. Don't get nervous. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number inside. Mike, 53. Hey, man. We didn't get nervous.
Here's Rodgers to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Get ready. 25, check 25. 26. Mike, 53. Smooth. 53, Mike. Come on, boy. Come on.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a big loss falls here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Wait, set wide, 80. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Full 50.
Brady now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hey, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Regular. 56. Mike. Hey, 66.
Here's Brady. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, Mike 7. Ozzy. Let's go, D. We need hit. 56. No, 66.
Operating from the gun. Brady. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Wilkins. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. That's sort of a 2nd quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a 2nd one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the 2nd.
On 1st down, Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The linebacker, Darius Darius Leonard applied the heat.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
That's the way. Hey, 66. 53's mine. Check. Hey, echo. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. 72. Tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing now is Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Go Bandit. 53. 53. Mike.
From the gun, Brady. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. To throw again, Brady, and now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Again, it's Brady. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Brady now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10.
Hey, check it. 57. Hey, box truck. Getting them holes. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Alert. In your face. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Drop deep. Check 31.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This one from 35 yards away. And the kick by Elliott is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey. Back.
Rodgers going to throw. And an alley to... Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Alpha. 72.
Operating from the gun. Brady. That's to the right side. Complete to Kittle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He's coming. Double up. Alpha. He's coming. Double up. Tighten up.
Brady. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there, back at the 39-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
That's going to be a long day. Rip. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. Check it. Reload. I'm trying to collect. Hey, check it. Safety Creek. Watch out. Hey, Alabama.
Brady now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now the try here for the point after. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check it. Hey, wahoo! Switch up. Go bandit.
Now Brady. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, Brady. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
No, 66. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 53. Check 53. Check.
Throwing again. Brady. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Yes, good job.
Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Hey, Haywood.
Stay with your man.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are back within a single score.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Throwing is Rodgers. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Alabama, 380, 53, Linda!
Undercrunch.
Sugar!
On second and 11 now. Brady, he'll set up the screen to Fournette. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Brady, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11.
Wait, that's 53. Hey, 66. 56. Pick it up.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Hey, head.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Wide 20, gold bandit.
I'm coming for the side. Check three. 56, Mike 56.
Ozzy.
On second down, here's Fournette. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
He's checking. Crash.
Alert. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, check Mike 56.
Regular.
Brady now on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. A shotgun give to Fournette. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Brady. And that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Alabama.
53, Mike. Yeah.
Hey, orbit.
Check. 53's Mike.
Check it, reload.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it can be tipped up and picked off.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
I'm coming after you.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, check right.
pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Kevin King with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Wait, down 80. Down 80. Shadow. Wait to the end. 57, run. Let's get this ball back. Hey, 166.
So after the INT, it's Brady going for it all. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
I don't think you got it, son. 57's the mic. Rock 57. Let's go one more.
Hey, 66.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Brady. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Wait, 53!
56!
Watch the slant! Watch the slant!
Brady now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Fournette, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Wait, set. Wait, Eddie. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
To throw on third down. Brady under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack on first down, Rodgers, and he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Here's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Brady going to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Broncos, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.